Onions are one of those foods almost everyone has in their kitchen, but very few people think of them as a health food. They are cheap, easy to find, and used across almost every cuisine in the world. But behind that sharp smell and those watery eyes is a surprisingly interesting food. So in this video, I want to go through 10 natural health benefits of eating onions, what the science actually says, and how to include them sensibly in your diet. Benefit number 1. Onions provide antioxidant compounds. One of the best-known compounds in onions is quercetin. Quercetin is a flavonoid, which is a type of plant chemical found in foods like onions, apples, berries, tea, and leafy vegetables. Why does this matter? Every day, our body deals with oxidative stress. That means normal chemical reactions in the body can produce unstable molecules called free radicals. This is part of normal biology, but when oxidative stress becomes excessive, it can contribute to damage in blood vessels, inflammation, and chronic disease pathways. Onions, especially red and yellow onions, contain antioxidant compounds that may help the body manage oxidative stress. This does not mean onions clean your blood or flush toxins. The liver and kidneys already do that. It means onions provide plant nutrients that may support the body's natural protective systems. What is particularly interesting is that quercetin from onions appears to be reasonably well absorbed compared with some other sources. So onions are not just adding flavor, they are adding biologically active compounds. A practical tip: do not overpeel onions. Some of the richest compounds are found closer to the outer layers. You do not need to eat the dry, papery skin, but avoid stripping away too many edible outer layers. Benefit number 2. Onions may support healthy blood pressure. High blood pressure is one of the most important silent risk factors I see in medicine. It increases the risk of stroke, heart attack, kidney disease, and vascular dementia. Onions are not a treatment for high blood pressure, but some of their compounds, especially quercetin, have been studied in relation to blood vessel function and blood pressure. In one randomized controlled trial, researchers looked at quercetin-rich onion skin extract in overweight to obese adults with prehypertension or hypertension. The study found a reduction in 24-hour ambulatory blood pressure in people with hypertension. Now, this was an onion extract, not simply one slice of onion in a sandwich, so we must not exaggerate the findings. But it supports a broader point. Onions contain compounds that may be favorable for blood vessel health. In real life, the most useful way to use onions for blood pressure may be as part of a healthier cooking pattern. Onions add flavor, sweetness, and depth to food, which can help people reduce salt, sugary sauces, and processed flavorings. So if you use onions, garlic, herbs, lemons, spices, and olive oil to make food taste better, you may naturally rely less on salt, and that can be very helpful for blood pressure. Benefit number 3. Onions may support cholesterol balance. Cholesterol is not simply good or bad. We need cholesterol for cell membranes and hormones. But high LDL cholesterol over time can contribute to plaque buildup in arteries, increasing the risk of heart attack and stroke. A meta-analysis looking at onion supplementation and blood lipid profile suggested that onions may have beneficial effects on lipid markers, including total cholesterol, LDL cholesterol, and HDL cholesterol. However, the authors also advised caution because not all results were robust. But onions can still be part of a heart-protective diet. They are low in calories, naturally low in fat, and can be used to make pulses, beans, vegetables, fish, and whole grain dishes more enjoyable. And that matters because the best diet is not the one someone follows for 3 days. It is the one they can realistically sustain for years. So when I think about onions and cholesterol, I do not think of them as a magic cholesterol-lowering food. I think of them as a useful part of a dietary pattern. More vegetables, more fiber, more plant foods, less ultra-processed food, and less excess saturated fat. Benefit number 4. Onions may help with blood sugar control. Blood sugar control is another area where onions have been studied. There was a preliminary clinical study looking at red onion in people with type 1 and type 2 diabetes. The study reported reductions in blood glucose after ingestion of crude red onion. There are also mechanistic studies suggesting onion extract may slow carbohydrate digestion through effects on enzymes such as sucrase. The safe message is this: onions may be a helpful food within a balanced diabetes-friendly diet. They add flavor with very few calories. They contain fiber and plant compounds. They can make vegetables, lentils, beans, fish, and lean protein meals more enjoyable. One caution: onions still contain carbohydrates, and caramelized onions can become sweeter and easier to overeat, especially if cooked with sugar or lots of oil. So the context matters. For most people, onions are best used as part of meals built around vegetables, protein, healthy fats, and high-fiber carbohydrates. Benefit number 5. Onions feed your gut bacteria. This is one of the most underappreciated benefits of onions. Onions contain prebiotic fibers, including inulin-type fructans. Prebiotics are not bacteria themselves. They are fibers and compounds that help feed beneficial bacteria in the gut. Why does this matter? Your gut microbiome is involved in digestion, immune signaling, inflammation, and the production of short-chain fatty acids such as butyrate. These short-chain fatty acids help support the gut lining and may have effects beyond the gut. A systematic review on inulin-type fructans found evidence that these prebiotics can increase beneficial bacteria such as bifidobacterium. So onions are not just passing through your digestive system. They may be feeding the microbes that live there. However, there is an important caution. Onions are high in FODMAPs. For some people with irritable bowel syndrome, onions can trigger bloating, wind, cramps, and diarrhea. So if onions make your symptoms worse, that does not mean you are unhealthy. It means your gut may be sensitive to these fermentable carbohydrates. For people who tolerate them, onions can be a useful prebiotic food. For people with IBS, a dietitian-guided low FODMAP approach may be needed. We're halfway through now, and if you're finding this useful, please check that you're subscribed. It really helps me keep making these health awareness videos for you. Benefit number 6. Onions may help regulate inflammation. Inflammation is often misunderstood. Inflammation is not always bad. If you get an infection or injury, inflammation helps defend and repair the body. The problem is chronic, low-grade inflammation. This is linked with obesity, insulin resistance, cardiovascular disease, arthritis, and many long-term conditions. Onions contain compounds that have been studied for anti-inflammatory and immunomodulatory effects. Think of onions as one useful ingredient in an anti-inflammatory dietary pattern. That pattern usually includes vegetables, fruit, beans, lentils, and fewer ultra-processed foods. So rather than asking, can onions fight inflammation? A better question is, can onions help me build meals that support healthier inflammatory balance? The answer is yes, they can. Benefit number 7. Onions may support bone health. This one surprises many people. When we talk about bone health, most people immediately think of calcium and vitamin D. Those are important, of course, but bones are living tissue. They are affected by hormones, inflammation, oxidative stress, muscle strength, protein intake, and overall diet. There is research suggesting onion consumption may be associated with better bone density in perimenopausal and postmenopausal women. Another study looked at onion juice consumption and reported positive effects on oxidative stress markers and bone mineral density. For people over 50, especially women after menopause, bone health is not just about avoiding fractures, it is about preserving independence. A hip fracture can change someone's life dramatically, so anything that supports a healthy dietary pattern, muscle strength, and bone maintenance deserves attention. A simple meal idea would be onions cooked with leafy greens, beans, sardines, eggs, or lean protein. That gives you flavor, protein, minerals, and fiber in one meal. Benefit number 8. Onions may support metabolic health and body composition. Let me be very clear. Onions do not burn belly fat. No food burns belly fat by itself. But onions may help metabolic health in 2 realistic ways. First, they are low in calories but high in flavor. That makes them useful for people trying to eat satisfying meals without relying on heavy sauces, processed foods, or excess oil. Second, quercetin-rich onion powder has been studied in relation to visceral fat and liver markers. In one randomized, double-blind, placebo-controlled study, daily quercetin-rich onion powder was assessed over 12 weeks. The overall results were mixed, but there were signals suggesting possible benefit in certain subgroups and liver enzyme markers. This is not a reason to buy onion supplements. It is a reason to take the humble onion seriously as part of metabolic cooking. For example, if onions help you enjoy lentil soup, omelets, grilled fish, or homemade tomato sauces, they may indirectly help you move toward a healthier weight and better metabolic profile. In clinic, I often tell patients, do not build your diet around restriction alone. Build it around foods that make healthy eating enjoyable. Onions are one of those foods. Benefit number 9. Onions may support healthy brain aging. The brain is an energy-demanding organ. It depends on healthy blood vessels, stable blood pressure, good sleep, physical activity, social connection, and metabolic health. There is emerging research on quercetin-rich onion and cognitive function. One 24-week study found that continuous intake of quercetin-rich onion was associated with reduced age-related cognitive decline. possibly through effects on emotional condition. Now, we must not overstate this. Onions do not prevent dementia. If someone has memory problems, personality change, language difficulty, or functional decline, they should seek proper medical assessment. But this research fits with a bigger principle. Foods that support blood vessels, inflammation, metabolic health, and oxidative balance may also be relevant to brain aging. As a stroke doctor, I always remind people that what protects the heart often protects the brain. Blood pressure control, cholesterol control, diabetes control, exercise, sleep, not smoking, and a healthy diet all matter. Onions are not the whole answer, but they can be one small part of a brain-supportive lifestyle. Benefit number 10. Onions may be linked with lower risk of some cancers. This is the section where we need the most caution. Onions belong to the allium family, along with garlic, leeks, chives, and shallots. Allium vegetables contain sulfur compounds and flavonoids that have been studied in cancer biology. Several observational studies and meta-analyses have looked at allium vegetable intake and cancer risk, particularly gastric cancer. One meta-analysis found that higher intake of allium vegetables was associated with a lower risk of gastric cancer, but observational studies can be affected by confounding factors. People who eat more vegetables may also have other healthy behaviors. So the correct message is not onions prevent cancer. The correct message is onions may be part of a vegetable-rich dietary pattern associated with lower risk of certain cancers. So yes, onions may contribute to a cancer-preventive dietary pattern, but please do not use onions as a substitute for screening, medical assessment, or evidence-based treatment. So, what is the best way to eat onions? For most people, the best approach is simple. Include onions regularly, as part of real meals. Use red onions in salads if you tolerate them. Add cooked onions to soups, omelettes, beans, lentils, fish, chicken, and vegetable dishes. Combine onions with garlic, herbs, spices, tomatoes, peppers, olive oil, and legumes. Cooking changes some compounds, but it can also make onions easier to digest and more enjoyable. Raw onions may provide more of certain sulfur compounds, but they are not tolerated by everyone. Cooked onions are still valuable. There are also a few cautions. If you have severe reflux, onions may worsen symptoms. If you have IBS, onions may trigger bloating because of their FODMAP content. If you take diabetes medication and start consuming very large amounts of onion extracts or supplements, discuss this with your clinician because of possible blood sugar effects. And if you are allergic to onions, obviously avoid them. For most people though, onions are safe, affordable, and useful. So here is the final takeaway. Onions are not a miracle cure. They will not detox your body, cure diabetes, reverse heart disease, or prevent cancer on their own. But they are far more than a flavoring. They provide antioxidant flavonoids like quercetin. They may support blood pressure, cholesterol, and blood sugar regulation. They feed gut bacteria. They may help regulate inflammation. They may support bone health, metabolic health, and healthy brain aging. And they may be part of a dietary pattern linked with lower risk of some cancers. The real power of onions is not in using them as a remedy after disease appears. It is in using them regularly, sensibly, and consistently as part of a healthy way of eating. Because in medicine, prevention is rarely one dramatic action. More often, it is the small things we do repeatedly. And sometimes, one of those small things starts with chopping an onion. If you found this helpful, please consider subscribing. And remember, know your numbers, understand your risks, and put your health back in your hands.